Hey, great Wednesday morning. And there. Great Wednesday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me say, folks, it's just a beautiful morning. I'm doing my best. It's kind of a weird, but I've caught myself in this pitfall where I say just a little bit too much. And it's crazy because I used to make fun of Frankie and of other people because they had this like little niche word that they'd always go to. It's like Sam would always do still does and whatnot. And my word is este. And I use it more in Spanish than I do in English for some reason. But I've caught myself. One of the things that I do after delivering an amazing sermon at church is I go back and I watch the video just to see a lot of, not because I'm full of myself, although I am full of myself, but I go back in order to catch myself and try to perfect some of the things that I might do without noticing that I'm doing them. Like a lot of little quirks and stuff, a lot of hand gestures or a lot of facial expressions. And I catch myself doing a lot of hand gestures, especially when I'm driving and people are driving slow, and a lot of facial expressions that you get to see a little bit more clear once you go back and you look at yourself in certain videos and certain situations. But one of the things that I caught myself doing or saying is este. Este is like that little pause thing where you're trying to connect thoughts. And I'm doing my best to try to remove that from my vocabulary when I'm preaching in Spanish. I don't think that it happens too much in English, but I have seen some of the videos that we've done, a little bit of them, and I find myself saying este for some reason. And I don't know why. Um, it is a halfway quiet day in the city of Brownsville. I'm still having some issues with my going horse. I think is it has to do with me constantly speaking. And let me say, I uh, I do my best to relax my voice in regards to not doing much throughout the day when I don't have a busy day. But I still find myself maybe speaking a little bit too much. One of the things that I think a lot of folks don't understand is that uh, I get to speak a lot. And one of the things that I noticed yesterday, was that I get to speak to people sometimes a little bit too much, if that's even possible. Yesterday, I had a an individual stop by my office and had some questions in regards to some documents that she'd received, and she says, "Can you help me find an attorney?" And that's one of the things that I try to do for folks. I said, "Sure. What's the issue?" Well, I'm having trouble finding an attorney because no attorney wants to take my case. And once someone says that, you're going like, it's either one of those I'm going after a judge or I'm going after someone in political power or someone who's on the necio side. And again, I try to hear everybody out, but a lot of times, a lot of these folks, they just take up too much of my time. And after having seen the documents and heard the individual story, I said, "Yeah, you need to pay your attorney." You know, it's kind of hard for attorneys to want to, to do a good job for folks out there when they're not getting paid. And you feel for individuals out there. I don't think that the attorney was, charging them excessively. s- People want to get paid for services rendered, and one of the it's kind of a weird deal. but you get sort of a vibe from someone, and then you sort of by their actions you sort of go like, yeah, this is the issue, because this is what it was so trippy about it. And again, I don't. I want to continue to encourage people to come by and share their concerns and stuff. But the individual came by and had this long conversation with me, and I'm out there going back and forth saying like, "Well, how can I help? Let me try and find someone to help. Have you considered getting another attorney?" And the whole deal. And after like 15, 20 minutes, I mean, this is my office. This is my place of business. You expected someone to say, do I owe you anything? Because I'm here, my story. I wasn't, I wasn't going to charge the person, but at least you expected them to say, you know, am I in debt with you? Do I owe you anything for your time? And again, I wasn't going to charge him. I got none of that, and that uh, told me that they had not paid their attorney. And I make mention of this because desgasnate, me desgasnate, trying to explain to the individual that, I mean, you basically got a good deal. Your attorney did a good job. And I will say, I'm not friends with this attorney. Uh, I know the attorney. I'm friends with family members of the attorney, but that this particular attorney doesn't even like me. And I know that this person doesn't even like me because every time I've seen them, they've always looked at me with like this disgust in their face, which is cool. I mean, not everyone has to like Erasmo Castro. I still don't understand why they don't, but to each their own. They have a right not to like Erasmo Castro. But even so, I wasn't going to go out there and say, "Oh yeah, well the guy doesn't like me. The guy's an a-hole, and yeah, horrible attorney." No, I mean the attorney did their job, and I told the individual, I said, "Attorney did their job, and you signed off on it. So what do you want?" Well, I want to retract. I go like, well, then get an attorney. But it's going to be difficult to get an attorney when you haven't paid off your other attorney because you enter into an agreement with someone and then you don't pay them. What do you expect? You think another attorney is going to want to get your case? Not going to want to. And they're not going to want to because, like, if you didn't pay that guy, are you going to jip me out of my pay? Are you going to complain later on to Erasmo? And Erasmo is the might go out there and call them out. But again, what I'm trying to get at, folks, is I talk too much throughout the day. And I literally spent 15, 20 minutes talking to this individual. And I got to the point where I just like shut down. And I said, what do you want me to do? And I told him, I said, you want me to call the attorney? I'll call the attorney if you want. I have their number. I'll call the attorney, but it's just going to piss them off. Why do you want your attorney pissed off at you? I don't want my attorneys pissed off with me. And I'm a cabezon. My attorney, who is the probably the greatest attorney in the state of Texas, uh, if not the country, my attorney, uh, you know, gets upset with me sometimes because I'm a cabezon, and I do my best to take all of her advice, but sometimes I'm just Erasmo Castro. So there's that este. So I do my best to adhere, but sometimes I just don't. But I love my attorney. I would not trade my attorneys. Actually, I have a couple of them. I would not trade my attorneys for anything in the world. Anything. They're amazing. Let me get to the comments. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Joe. Oh, is Maggie Cooper MIA? Maggie Cooper is MIA. She asked, and we didn't fire her yet. Yet, she asked to take a couple of days where she needs to take a sabbatical. I think she's got kids visiting or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I would appreciate the time away from the kids and at least have an excuse because no one likes to be around kids that much, especially when some of them are not your kids. I think I don't have that pleasure. Maggie says she might be back in a week or two. I have no idea, no clue. Who knows? Hola, Consuelo. Saludos, Patricia, hermosa Patricia. But hopefully we'll have Maggie back sometime soon. Sometime soon. Let me say, guys, one of the stories that we had been following here locally was how they had beaten up and kidnapped this 20-year-old little girl. And it was the, I think, Figueroa family or something. It was a mom, dad, and a son, 17-year-old son. They had gone out there at 4 o'clock in the morning, found this girl, and tried to drag her into their minivan, beat her up, abused her, is what the law enforcement is saying. Then she managed to escape, then ran after her, caught her again, threw her in the van, and then they took off. Police officers were able to find the kidnappers, assaulters. They claimed that the girl had stolen from them. The girl was out and about. Apparently, it appeared like at first that it was a crackhead, uh, a drug user on downtown that had they had taken into their home and had taken from them. But again, guys, no one out there wants to take a drug addict into their home. No one should. So there might be a backstory in there. I don't care. There might be something other going on. I mean, the 17-year-old might, be in the goods with the 20-year-old girl. I'm not sure. But what it appeared to me was that it was a crack crackhead. And that's unfortunate because it's one of the things that is prevalent here downtown. We have just a lot of crackheads. A lot of these homeless folks that roam around the streets and are out there begging for money, especially the individuals that are panhandling and walk in between cars on the middle of International and the expressway outlet. Crackheads, guys, stop giving them money. And Brownsville law enforcement, get those guys off the damn street because there is a panhandling ordinance in the city of Brownsville. They place themselves in danger. They place the individuals that drive by them in danger. They're out there just walking in the middle of the cars, begging for money. When I used to get off on International and I would see them out there walking in between cars, you better believe I called the police department. And it got to the point where the police department wouldn't answer my calls. So you better believe I was calling 911 because it is an emergency. It's an emergency for the individuals that are out there walking in the middle of the streets. But more importantly, still, it's an emergency for me because I have to drive down next to these people. And so do you. Good morning from Chicago, getting loaded. Abraham, you're getting loaded at this hour of the morning, Papa? Oh, your truck is getting loaded. You go, damn, bro, you start early. Yes, Hector's right. I remember when I worked downtown at night and seeing more people at night than at day. And look, guys, for as fancy as they want to make downtown, it's still Crackville down there. It's Crackville. When the story first came out, I think we were all of us concerned because we heard the words kidnapping, and we were concerned that this was another Kimberly story. And again, I'm still very, very upset that we haven't gotten any traction on the Kimberly story. I want to know what's going on. I want for us to find Kimberly or find what happened to Kimberly. The family needs answers, and we as a community need answers. One of the things that the city manager, the city mayor, were out there touting was how we were the safest, one of the safest cities in the country. I think we were the 16th safest. Guys, it's not true, and that's infuriating. because a lot of people believe a lot of the rhetoric that is thrown out by the city leadership. It's not true. We are not the safest city. It's the underreporting of crime here that makes us one of the safest cities in the country. It fudges up our numbers. And look, all we want is just facts. Share with us the facts. Let me say one of the things that I have been following in regards to national news is how crime is on the uprise everywhere, and that's concerning. That's concerning to several degrees because can we associate the uptick of crime with um, with the pandemic effects, with the recession that we're going through or about to go through? Because let me tell you, folks, I was at Walmart last night and HEB this morning. It's not buying well for us. It's not buying well for us. Last night, I think I spent $1. Earlier, I spent $150 on my coconut waters. And today I spent a good $35, I think, can't remember, on cauliflower chips. And I'm not going to talk about the cauliflower chips that I'm buying, because then what happens is people start going out there and buying my cauliflower chips. I don't want anybody touching my cauliflower chips. They are all mine. Do not buy them. Good morning, Mr. Castro. Your thoughts about the county approving a TI TERS for leaving political stuff aside? I think if done, it's totally transformed downtown. Uh, all political things aside, Andres, let me say, we've been screaming about the Riverwalk for a while now, for that riverfront project. And we were upset that the city of Brownsville have dropped the ball on it. I'm glad that Cameron County is retaking it and moving forward with it to a certain degree. My concern, Andres, and look, I'm hoping, guys, that none of this, there's no action on this till we get into office this coming January, Andres. My concern is, do we really want to trust Eddie Trevino, Joey Lopez, Ruiz, Garza, and Benavides? Do we really want to trust them with dishing out more money? Isn't it a little bit on the suspect side? And this is my concern. We are in a deficit, $6 million deficit, according to someone on Frankie's show this morning. We are $6 million in the hole. Even though we are $6 million in the hole, they were trying to pass the arena that was going to put us further into the hole. My concern with the TERS, Andres, for the riverfront project, is it the right time? And we don't have that information because we don't have that information because we don't have the backside story that they discussed during their executive sessions. Do we really want to trust a city commission, county commission that increased their pay raise by 70, 80% in the middle of a pandemic? Do we really want to trust a county commission that bent over to Elon Musk and closed down our beach, literally gave him our beach, giving them access to roads, giving them up the roads, guys, out there? Do we really want to trust these people that are currently in office with dishing out more of the money that we don't have? We are $6 million in the hole. Now, I've always been in favor of the riverfront project. I'm going like, give us something, but I don't want us to give up our grandmother in order to get crumbs. Look, all I want is for us to get the biggest bang for our buck. Now, I've always agreed with a riverfront project. We need something in Brownsville, something in Cameron County. Isn't it trippy though that the county commission and the city commission are like always in bed together? Have you considered that? It's like they're always in bed. They were the ones that were pushing for the arena. They were all out there kissing up to Elon Musk. Is it like they found themselves surrounded amongst a lot of the corrupt individuals? Look, isn't it surprising how our Laguna Vista mayor, Los Fresnos mayor, were out there so adamantly against the project, the arena project, adamantly, and they are fiscally conservative folks. But then you've got Eddie Trevino, you know, in bed with Trey Mendez. I don't know if it's because they could see eye to eye with each other because they're so damn short. But they're in bed together, and they all of a sudden there's a lot of these great projects coming to the city of Brownsville. It's concerning. My question is, do we trust them? And I would dare say the answer is absolutely not. One of the things that Frankie was mentioning this morning is, why do you seek office? Why did Joey Lopez seek office? To make himself all the more richer. Why does Eddie Trevino seek office? To make himself all the more richer. And that's concerning because when their heart, their soul, their mind is not on public service, but on pocket filling, it's concerning. So, do I trust them with $20 million that is going to be invested or lost because of the TERS in the Riverfront project? I would dare say no. Do I want it passed so that when we come into office January the 1st, we could analyze it? Yes. My question is, how much have they already pocketed from this deal? Have they been wine and dined by Christofferson Group? I don't know. We will know come January the 1st. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Cops sometimes don't answer the phone or report submitted online. No, they don't. And that's another one of my biggest concerns. And what's trippy one is that I actually thought that it was at that point that they weren't just not responding to my calls. It's not, but it's now I think I've spoken with enough people out there that enough people go out there and state that they don't respond to their calls either, and that's kind of on the concerning side. Good morning, and I ate my man. Uh, uh, Trust needs to be earned. Exactly. And I think Jack is right on point. Look, guys, all we want is a fair seating at the table. That's the only thing that we're asking for. That's the only thing that I want. And look, 'cause for some time, some people were out there going like, well, Erasmo Castro is against SpaceX. It's not true. I love SpaceX. And I appreciate that folk from SpaceX actually came and visited with me, brought me a shirt, brought me some SpaceX water, and brought me something. I can't remember. I think it was a mug. I don't know, but I do need a SpaceX coffee mug. So someone out there from SpaceX, guys, please break down with a SpaceX coffee mug. Um, I appreciate the conversations that we've had. And look, I love SpaceX. LNG, I'm all for LNG, guys. Actually, spoke with some folks from LNG as well. And let me tell you, we need the major industry to come here. We just don't need to get screwed by it. And look, guys, one of the things that someone shared with me yesterday that I was able to share with the community was in regards to all this money all these incentives that were given to these space companies that were supposedly coming down here to Brownsville. And I'm going like, great. But in the hands of a Trex Mendex and Eddie Trevino, I mean, is it really in benefit of the people of the city of Brownsville? And look, I don't, my whole deal is I don't want, guys, only the orange ticket holders, the VIPs here, the elite in Brownsville. I don't want them solely benefiting from the monies that are coming down here because of all this industry that's interested in Brownsville. And I go back to the $30 million that Elon Musk gave to the city of Brownsville, to Cameron County, guys. Where is it? That's all I'm asking. Where is it? And if you check, you'll see that the mayor, Trex Mendex, he tried to pocket a crap load of that money. And he did pocket a lot of that money. The other guys, the Limas brothers, they sat as chairperson of BCIC and voted to extend the historical district so that they could qualify to get some of that Elon money. That's what pisses me off. What about the other parts of Brownsville? Why is it that we're trying to beautify, put lipstick on a pig downtown? Because it's a huge pig. Lipstick. Elon Musk lipstick on a pig downtown. Why? Well, Southmost still looks like crap. The areas by Rivera, guys, I visit those areas. The politicos don't. The streets look like crap. Garbage all over the place. Military highway, guys. All those little colonias over there. Alton Glore. I mean, just drive by. Stagecoach, guys, is in the middle of what used to be El Chaparral. Go down Land O'Lakes area. The streets are horrible. Brownsville Country Club. Brownsville Country Club is starting to look like a projects. They're starting to look like housing. Am I wrong? I want SpaceX to succeed. I just want equal seating at the table. I want LNG to succeed. I just want equal sitting at the table. I don't want these individuals who are constantly taking from us to pocket the resources that should go to the people of Brownsville as a whole. That's all I'm asking for. I don't hate anyone out there. I just want them to stop being rats. I don't even trust them with the fiber internet being installed. 100% no. People who don't need it will probably get it, and does that don't need it will probably not get it. Look, one of the, again, going back into look, and I appreciate a lot of the work that Elon Musk has done in regards to providing services to Ukraine. Because I don't know if y'all remember, guys, all of a sudden there was going to be an internet shortage in Ukraine. Elon Musk goes out there and sets this Starlink satellite internet and provides internet for Ukraine, guys. And that's amazing. Why can't we negotiate? Because look, guys, all this fiber crap that's going underground and stuff, it's going to become like the CDs of internet. You remember CDs? No, most people don't either. You remember going to buy CDs at Musicland? People don't anymore. No one uses CDs anymore. That's what these fiber cables underneath the ground are going to be, because the future is satellite internet, Starlink. And we got Elon Musk here. Here. Is he not out there eating Speedo Papas with little Eddie Trevino out there, tugging on his shirt? Don't we have Mayor Trey Mendez acostado on the bosom of Elon Musk? Sucking on that, trying to get more money for himself. Why can't we get Starlink? Hey, look, you want these roads, Elon? Oh, give us Starlink. It's not going to cost them much of anything. You know? Why can't we have people out there negotiating for the people of Brownsville, the people of Cameron County as a whole? But they're not. They're not out there, guys, negotiating for you and for me. They're not. They're negotiating for themselves. And that's what's infuriating. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They care about putting more money into their damn pocket. That's what's infuriating. We gave them the roads in Cameron County. Did you see that? Trey Mendez bends over backward for a damn dollar. They love to get wined and dined. 69. Yes! What Schwarzenegger said. Yeah, man. Elon Musk, lipstick on a pig. That's all that money was for. The money downtown. Guys, what did we get? We got two fugly murals. Two fugly murals and one uh, Bad Bunny little mural. El mundo es mío. El mundo es tuyo. Unfortunately for us, guys, unlike the Bad Bunny song, Brownsville, Texas, Cameron County, right now, the way it sits politically, el Cameron County no es mío, el Cameron County no es tuyo, es de las ratas, es de las ratas. Brownsville, Texas, Brownsville no es mío, BTX no es mío, BTX no es tuyo, es de Trex Mendez y de los Limas Brothers. Those are the guys that are eating our lunch. Joey Lopez, Ruiz, Garza, Benavides, Eddie Treviño, Trex Mendez, Roy de las Chanclas. Those are the guys that are eating our damn lunch and hiring their compadres, like that Brian Martinez guy. I mean, do you want more proof? $75,000, guys. $75,000 to his chief of staff. Doesn't even have a college degree, but still qualifies for a position that most of the time requires some form of higher education. And again, to all those people saying, "Well, Erasmo, high school, college education is for naught." Yeah, but don't you want your kid who spent all that stupid money on loans at college to get that paper? Don't you want him to get an equal opportunity to get one of those high-paying positions? $75,000, guys. That's a crap load of money just for being gay, being good in bed, or whatever the hell. What did he do to get the position? And look, as much as people may say that's why you're just too crass, the gay community should be more pissed off than anyone else in this community. And if you're not, you're part of the damn problem. Country Club has cars parked in the front yard. Yeah, Country Club has become the housing, the projects, the Brownsville. Land O'Lakes, my gosh. Land O'Lakes used to be the it part of Brownsville. La Buena Vida projects look better than Land O'Lakes. Have you seen that? My neighborhoods have Starlinks and it sucks. It goes out when people pass by the receiver walking their dog. Yeah, stop walking your damn dog in the heat. Frankie gets mad. We just need something different. $90 for their pockets, 9.50 for downtown, 50 cents for the people, and a plate of enchiladas to keep them quiet. that is a good breaking down of the numbers. And it's unfortunate because the biggest bang goes into their pocket. Y a nosotros nos tiran las mendigas migajas. And look, folks, stop selling your damn boat for a damn enchilada place. Did you see those enchilada plates? They were crappy. And it was trippy because I don't know if y'all remember, I posted a video, that big old line of people, man, no self respect. Huge line of people trying to get enchiladas, and they were horrible. I mean, at least if they were quality enchiladas, boy, las chanclas. Sorry, Roy. I'm just using satire, bro. Come back to the show. We got questions. Uh, at least Pam Eromada used to give us beer. He didn't give me no damn beer. Piece of crap. Love you, Pat. Guys, my 36 minutes are up. Guys, have a great day. Happy hump day. Guys, have an amazing hump day. Guys, I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. I don't know who's going to be with me on tonight, but it should be interesting. Guys, stay safe. Keep on sending information our way. Guys, stay cool. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.